have another one of my favorite recipes to show you today. I call it my hot or cold Sicilian pasta dressing. Now, the dressing itself, the name speaks for itself. It's Mediterranean and it can be used hot or cold, either with hot pasta or, in the case today, I'm going to be using sauteed zucchini pasta noodles. And the ingredients, like I said, were all basically Mediterranean style ingredients. I also sometimes will use regular pasta. This pasta happens to be spinach and carrot and mixed in with regular pasta, and that's fun to use also because it adds a little bit more nutrition and a little bit of color. So if you're not excited about the idea of using zucchini as your pasta, you can do it this way. I will show you both today. So let's start by showing you how this machine works. I just did one zucchini, and I'll pull this back. You can see this little center part that comes through as you're doing the zucchini. That can either be eaten and used in your recipe or simply tossed. It runs down the center of the zucchini, and it's a little bit soft because it's the very center part with some of the more noticeable seeds in it. Pop that on. This is a great machine, but if you don't have a machine like this, you can certainly julienne your zucchini by hand, by cutting it into slices one direction and then in the other. Here it goes. This is as simple and as easy as it gets. Look at the noodles come out. I just did one zucchini. You can see how much that makes. It shrinks when it's being cooked. So I would say one zucchini per person does not make as large a serving as you might think. So that would be a rule of thumb that I would use if it's going to be used as a main course. Here we go. It comes down through. There's that little thing, the center core. And we'll finish this up, and I will come back and show you the recipe. Now we'll make the sauce. I start with a little olive oil. I will put the portions on the screen for you. I start with a little olive oil and get that warmed up. Now I add mushrooms. These mushrooms, these are a little bit dark looking, and the reason they're dark looking is they have already been sauteed with a little bit of balsamic vinegar, which is dark. That's not standard to this recipe, but it should be just fine in it. I had made these, they're left over from a recipe from yesterday, but I think they'll be just fine in this recipe. In fact, maybe even better than the way I was doing it before. So let's get these in here. Let's turn the heat down. We want to saute these, but we don't want it to be too hot. Also, sweet red peppers, sweet roasted red peppers. You could do your own, but these came from a jar, and they should be just fine. Look at that. I love that. Get those going. Kalamata olives, chopped. A little bit of parsley, chopped. And garlic. And I add the garlic last because I don't want it to burn. I get these going. Maybe just a little bit more olive oil, because the basic part of this sauce is the olive oil and the fresh ingredients that have lightly been warmed to be used as a sauce. Excuse me. Now, since I'm going to show you two recipes today, and that's all that's really necessary with this, since my mushrooms were pre-cooked. If they weren't, I would have sauteed this mushrooms in the beginning for a little bit longer, but that's all I have to do for right now. I'll turn this off. And I'm going to separate this and put part of it into a, I'll go off camera here for a moment and get a bowl and put part of this aside to show you the cold recipe. Let's see, that should be enough. Yeah, that's just fine. Okay, set that aside. Now when I'm doing the hot recipe, get this going again, we'll get the heat on here. As you'll see with these, this is the zucchini I did a moment ago. Those are some pretty long strings in there, so I will snip it in a couple of places just so that when I go to serve, I don't have zucchini noodles that are 3 feet long. All right, this is warming up. Depending on how many people I'm going to serve, I think I'll make 2 servings here today. And again, it looks like a lot, but it's really not. I don't think I need all that zucchini. It just needs to be warmed and cooked until it's al dente. You can see this taking shape. And look how quickly the zucchini shrinks down. Now, yeah, a little pinch of salt and pepper makes a big difference. And at the end of this and the salad recipe, you will add, and I'll do this in just a moment, some feta cheese, Parmesan cheese, and a few nuts. Let's keep this going. All I want when I eat this is to get the zucchini to where it's only about half cooked. And I think we have that. So I'll turn the heat off. Put this into, I'm going to put it into 1 bowl, but like I said, this is 2 servings. But we're doing it family style today. So put this in here, put the pan aside. Then it is topped. Topped with a little Parmesan cheese, some feta, and pignoli nuts. Pine nuts would be traditional. I don't happen to have those. I've just got a few chopped pecans here. I'm back to make a salad with this same sauce. This is the portion that I pulled off of out of the hot pan, and it's cooled to room temperature. This salad also can be served either chilled or at room temperature. Now I'll put that into a large mixing bowl, and I feel like this also needs a little extra olive oil in order to make it a good dressing. I'll add to that some Parmesan cheese, a little bit of feta cheese, pinch of pepper, pinch of salt, a little bit of nuts, as I mentioned before. And because this is the salad version, I don't always do this, but this is a little drizzle of lime or lemon juice sprinkled in here for the salad is a nice addition. The pasta I showed you before, I'm going to take, looks like that's enough for 2 servings also. So that should be plenty. And we will toss and mix and get this ready to put in a bowl for you and have you see the finished salad. I'll be back to show you that. All right, now look at the final dishes. Essentially all the same ingredients, just either hot or cold. This is the zucchini dish, lovely. And this is the dish with pasta as a room temperature or cold salad. Now you could transpose the zucchini and the pasta to either dishes. You can use zucchini either in the salad or in the hot dish, and the same with the pasta. I know you'll enjoy this one.